constant, watchers, what we do over here at All Points TV and Flint Talk and everything else, you're going to remember these two, Precious and James. How you doing to you two?
How you doing?
And obviously, you can pick out who's Precious and who's James. So
Yeah.
anyway, you got a big event coming up. We want to get people all pumped up and come out for it. Anyway, it's like scrolling on the banner. Well, let's go into it. What's the genesis of that place? And this idea and what's in the event, and give all the relevant information. We'll go from there. Okay.
All right. Well, actually, it's a youth fun day. We went over to Madison Elementary and just formed a gospel rap choir of some little kids, just to give them a chance to express themselves musically and love God all in the same term, and they really was on fire about it, man. I mean, we just was inspired about doing it. We did it as a free class. you know Normally when you do stuff and you charge, that's usually how kids get canceled, you know what I mean? So we didn't want nobody to get canceled, so we did it out of our pocket, and we just trying to appreciate the kids in the community.
You do have sponsors we definitely want to mention throughout this, so feel free to interject them as many times as you want to, because they're really being generous, and you want to make sure you get continued support from them, and it's a mutual thing. You got to give respect to get respect, and so let's mention your
Right,
sponsors.
right. Well, Lewis at Redwood Steakhouse, man, this place where I work, man. I shared the vision with him, and he said, man, whatever you need, we got you. And so Lewis came through for us. They the one that we're giving away a PlayStation 5, and they bought it, to help us out, man. Because kids are inspired by these games.
Right. But we're also looking to open more relationships in the community to actually get more sponsorships. So we are open to in negotiations and conversations with other organizations and other, things out here that we're trying to get, because we're trying to create a bridge amongst all of, some unity amongst everything in the community, all the different organizations. We're trying to be a pillar for that connection amongst all of us for a common goal.
So do you have a group that you are known by, or are you just going on doing this? Did you have a nonprofit established for this, or are you just
Well, we are a nonprofit ourselves called BIGMOVES 501(c)(3), and we haven't gotten any grants or anything. We ain't even received no donations. We just been out here doing it. Maybe God will put somebody in our path that'll start helping us in that way. But until then, everything been coming off us.
So anyway, the event itself is going to be Big Moves. It's going to be the 14th of June, which is coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, Saturday afternoon.
So, and it's going to be from 2 to 4 p.m. It's going to be at Judah Ministries, 2202 West Dartmouth here in Flint, 58504.
Yeah.
And we'll now do you
where the pastor is Cleveland Gale.
Okay, we got to make sure we know that, because the man's he's allowing you to use his church.
Yeah.
No,
it's a beautiful place over there too.
Is that a church you go to, or?
Yes, sir.
That's cool.
Whenever I get a day off, because normally I work on Sundays.
Yeah,
and it's a newer congregation, so they're kind of new out, so it's not a lot of people that actually really know about it. But it is at on Dartmouth, a usual location, but it's a different pastor running that.
Oh, so it's like
just so they be informed, that everybody know, because it was a different church, but I know that Judah Ministries is a
new church in the community.
That's good. Yeah, by the way, Pressure, you might have to swing that microphone a little bit to the side. Swing it over towards you. Yeah, that way. Bring it that way. Yeah, because that's
okay.
Yeah, get a better sound there.
Yeah.
Because it's like people talking to the end, and they swing it over to the end. It's the side address. So
okay.
Anyway, you guys have been busy. I've known you for several years, Williams, and I think I met you like last year. I think I met you the first time.
Yeah.
So you guys have been doing. You two, I can't say you guys. You two have been doing work together since you've been together, right?
About 5 years.
About 5 years now with everything with Big Moves. And we actually just previously came from, we were in the basement at the New McCree Theater. So we're all about performing arts and, like I said, creating a connection amongst all the other organizations and things that are doing, informative things for the youth around. So we're trying to, become a strong pillar for, the other communities and young people that are in Flint to, uplift the just everything that's been going on in the city.
No, obviously this event's why you're here for, and we just want to keep pumping up. And that's no, what else is going to be? I mean, what kind of activities are going to be taking place here? What expect?
Well, actually, what we're doing is a live gospel rap concert, and we're gonna film it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why we asking everybody come out so they can be a part of it. Because when we film it and post it, it's gonna be up forever.
Yeah.
You'll always be able to look back at it.
Yeah, but it's also a newer
Yeah.
it's one of our young people
Yeah,
right
this
there.
one of my young people right here. My grandbaby and I. He looking to the camera right there. Look right there.
But yeah,
Yeah.
we just been trying to build recognition for people to understand and know who we are, because I know a lot of people might hear Big Moves and they might have heard it and hear it, but they don't really know that we're an actual organization that's really trying to just get established.
Yeah. Now, like this event, there was like, okay, besides being a big partaking of this this video that's gonna be filmed, there's gonna be other, and there's gonna be drawings probably for the
for the Xbox, and we giving out participation certificates of completion.
Okay.
For the young people, this will be there. It was an 8-week program, so this pretty much what we do. We do it within the various amount of different types of groups. Like sometimes we might do 8 weeks, we might do 3, we might do 5. It varies based on different locations, but like we've done it in many different. Like the Flint Development Center was one of the fewer first places we kind of started doing it. We'll do a class, do a couple hours, and things like that. So like as the 5 years been going on, we been getting more established of what we got set for what we're doing. We're doing volunteering, mentorship for the young kids, getting them involved in their community and being leaders in the community. Because me, myself, I'm a student athlete of the Flint Northern basketball team, Big Red.
Mhm.
And so I just use that example for myself to help other people so that, we were on the team, we were big pillars of being positive, role models for the community. So that's what we're doing with the music and the production, teaching the young people how to come together with a common goal, which is the showcase, but also informing the community, giving their time, prayer, of course, if needed, different churches and all that, just to kind of build the positivity for the young people.
Yeah, you like I said, I've known you two have been very active in the community. I know we've known James for several years now.
Yeah.
Since through I forget how Steve Myers met you, but he knew
I used to work at Kroger's with him.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't in the studio or the church because we're on the Orbis Church too. I mean, that's what we're called. You saw the sign out front there.
Right.
So I mean, now this thing is too. Now, okay, are there going to be food available there at this event or?
You know what? If we do have food, it's going to pop up on that day. We just coming to celebrate the kids, give them what we're giving them, do the concert,
and give out an introduction to. It's more of just a one-time thing of more things, because I think by the time the summer completes, we want to have 50 other locations we've done this.
Oh, so my phone, my computer just shut down. That was weird. Okay, it was weird. Actually, it's continued. That was weird. It just went blank for a minute.
Oh, okay.
I guess we're still there.
You're giving out too much good information.
It's like that's what it was. It's just like I've done it. Okay, computer world, man. That's welcome to that.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry about the glitch here, folks. Even the professionals get glitches going on. But anyway, the event's going to take place, and it's there's going to be quite a bit available parking.
It's enough. Yes, places to park.
Yeah,
it's in the neighborhood, but it'll be a place to park.
Now, which major road would this be located off of?
Off Clio Road.
Off Clio Road, okay.
Off Clio Road.
And because I mean, a lot of people are in the Flint area and they want to know, they got their landmarks, where to go by.
Off Clio Road, it's a flower shop right off Clio Road.
Okay.
Off Dartmouth and Clio Road.
Okay, so that's a good one to remember. And now, is there a place they can contact you? Maybe for future events, maybe you could open up to vendors or people who want to contribute more, and they can find you on Facebook, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Precious Austin for Facebook. And also we have the Big Moves Youth Engagement group that we have on Facebook. So that's another group that we'll have.
And me, James Williams, on Facebook.
So and it's like also now like the people who worked with you for Redwood, Redwood Lodge.
Right.
Okay, that's like that's significant because that's a well-established restaurant.
Right.
And no, I'm glad to see this going on. I'm glad you can continue going on because it gets discouraging though. I know that because you faced them. You're probably like us.
Man, you wouldn't believe what we be facing, man. It's like why face jealousy when you trying to help the community? Like, we didn't have people steal our ideas, man, and it's all kinds of
like I said, it's not even really anything about any of that stuff. Like I said, we're trying to create an example of unity. That's the only thing we're trying to do.
All right.
We're actually out here we're actually putting our own feet on the ground and actually doing it, getting involved with the families and building a team. All the young people that are in the group as well, like we were creating a family environment with them. We're trying to get back to that village that Flint doesn't have anymore that they used to have around the time when I was in school and stuff like that. You had the neighborhood watch and things like that that were involved and knew about the people in the neighborhood and that could, help lend a helping hand if you needed help here and mothers working together, things like that. Like our basketball team wasn't anything without our booster club, which were the parents of the mothers of the girls that played on the team, and that's what kind of built our popularity. So I'm just trying to get back to more of that going on from what I'm used to in the city.
Yeah, just definitely. But I'd like to see this event really, turn out well for you. And so, like I'm saying, we got the date and the time scrolling across the bottom here, and they know where to reach you at for more information.
Yeah.
And now, if somebody does want to bring up like food truck or something like that. Who would they contact you or?
Yeah, they'll contact me or Precious online.
Yeah, contact us online. We also have a YouTube channel. It's Precious Minutes.
Hold on, that's me. I don't know. Okay, sorry. I never get a phone call here, and I'm looking around like, what the heck happened? Because it's like it was a number from another business. So,
Okay.
so it's like we get calls, and it's usually for them because it's like it used to be a credit union number. So, but anyway,
Wow.
no, I'd definitely like to see the event, be a success.
Mhm.
What would you like to see happen? How many people would you want to see show up? Is there any number of people?
Well, the last time I did this type of event, where I gave away a PlayStation, 265 people showed up. So, anywhere near that, I'll be pleased. If 5 people show up, it's gonna be the same show. You know what I'm saying? We come and just give God the glory and celebrate these kids who never get celebrated.
So there's going to be primarily you're the performer, and are there
Yeah.
other people slated to come in? Or
Well, I'm talking to a few people, but you can't depend on people.
yeah, so basically it's going to be whoever shows up shows up.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
open to the city.
Yeah,
It's
so-
open to everybody in the community.
But
It's free.
no, definitely. I'd like to see you have a successful event, and that's what we're getting you all here for. So, folks, if you really want to know information, like I said, they've already given you their. If you want to give it out again, where they can find you on Facebook.
It's going to be Precious Austin. Also, the group is BIGMOVES Youth Engagement, and I also have a YouTube channel, which is Precious Minutes. Precious Minutes.
And you want to give off your information there, James? Or
James Williams on Facebook. You can actually call me 810-272-1599. Let's get it cracking.
so anyway, I'm definitely hoping to see this be a success for you. And now another thing is too, I'd like to see maybe you got other events planned for the
Yeah,
summer.
well, like she was saying, man, our goal is to try to do 50 pop-up concerts.
Yeah.
This summer, and then turn around and do them all again next year.
So 50 is quite a bit.
Yeah.
Just pop up wherever.
Just pop up.
Now, are you going to encourage people like maybe create a text list where you can contact people?
Yeah,
They're going to be at or something like that?
Yeah. See, my thing is, once you start doing it, just let it grow into whatever it's going to be.
Okay.
I feel like if we just get busy, it'll grow up.
So definitely like what they call organic. It just grows
Yeah.
without like, over planning or whatever, or even a lot of planning. But anyway, those things are the best, sometimes the best. So anyway, I definitely hope it's success, and nice meeting your granddaughter there. And
Yeah.
she's not shy. She wanted to get on camera.
She want to get on camera now.
Yeah, when they hear about the big moves, they want to get active. They want to get up and get in the screen, which is good. Like I said, that type of confidence is what we're trying to build in them as well.
That's good. You got to instill that because it's good. I mean, people don't understand shyness can be devastating. I mean, overly shy.
I used to be shy, so you wouldn't be able to think that, but I actually was seen as a shy person.
Is that true, James, or not?
Well, she was reserved.
When I was younger.
Okay.
She was reserved. I say that. But our thing is, we just trying to bring these kids out their shell.
Yeah.
Let them know that they all are creative, and they always stop a night here.
Yeah, it's like no, that's what's true. Basically, they said that. I mean, everybody when they're born, the kids everybody's like a baby. It's basically a genius. So basically, these restrictions we put on them, or we try to narrowly define what they can and cannot learn. That's like that's where they're blown away by. They're destroyed by that.
Right.
So.
You kill their identity to create.
Right.
And then they dead in the water. We ain't doing that there. We letting these kids be free. Like our program was 3 hours.
Wow.
You know, it was 3 hours, but we only practiced for 1. And for 2 hours, we let them socialize.
Yeah, decompress, because it's about the building and growing as a collective. Like the group, the hype squad, the young people that are involved. Like we're trying to show them with the fun things that we do, the team building that they themselves get, you know, and a lot of the kids gain a lot of different, they become, you know, star students, or they were seen as the shy kid, like I said. But what I had to tell them or to explain to them is, it's not that you're shy, you just have a lot to say, but you don't know how to express it.
Right.
You have to be taught on how to, where do I need to put that energy so that they can get out.
Yeah, so you got to know how to frame it. And I mean, let's face it. I mean, the thing is that you always got to do that gradually, and we learn that from experience. And experience could be a great thing, but it can cause a deadening effect. You know, so we don't want you. You got to write this
with structure.
Right.
That's what we're about, with structure.
So I mean, so anyway, I'm glad you're here, and it's glad to see you two again. And
we just like we appreciate you, man. Because
Thank you so much.
I just called you a couple days ago and said I want to do this, and you was like, well, let's do it Friday. I'm like, thank you, let's go. I'm just saying, we like to send our shouts out to the place where we gonna do the concert, which is Judah Ministries, and the pastors and everybody over there. We like to send a shout out to the principal, Miss Osborne at
Madison Academy.
And all of the kids.
Yeah,
not just the ones in our group. All of the kids.
All the ones that came one day, or their parents signed them up. All of that as well, because you're making steps. You could never make it to the right place without making steps.
Our goal is to have our own youth center.
And that would be an admirable. I think that'd be very needed. So I mean, if anybody out there likes the idea, you know how to get hold of them. So maybe you can partner up. Maybe somebody can bring something to the table because they like your idea.
That's what we definitely looking to do. I just got off the phone with a young lady in Florida. Wants us to come out there and partner with them. That's Florida. Yeah, we in Flint.
Yeah, it's like a big. And another thing is you got a whole different world down there. I mean, different perspective, which is good in some way. It's probably good to see that, but yeah, I mean, definitely. But
we got to help our community first.
And face it, this town, as much as we try to buoy our spirits, it's very hard to do that.
Yeah.
So we have faced, I guess, euphemistically, you can say, so many challenges.
Yeah, challenges.
Yeah, I mean, we got blown out of the water a few times.
I mean,
yeah. So I mean, it's awfully hard to keep anything going here. I know that, so I appreciate anybody out there, and I'm glad you two are plugging away. And like I said, I hope this helps people to know about the event. And if you got any questions, contact these two through the Facebook they already given out. And anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. I hope you two do really well, and looking forward to seeing more events in the summer. Okay.
All right.
Have a good one.
Thank you.